Joining us now is Missouri Senator Eric Schmitt. Senator, Good News Friday. And on this immigration deal, do you sense that this is actually going to make it with this compromise and negotiations supposedly in the works?
Well, I don't know. I think that we heard yesterday that Chuck Schumer may put this on the floor next week. Now, no one's seen any language. And I think, again, that speaks to the design here, which is to keep people in the dark and then to spur it on people so they don't have time to look at any of this stuff. But here's what we do know right now, Laura, and you touched on it with your intro. First of all, Joe Biden has every authority right now to close the border if he wanted to. He could reinstate remain in Mexico, which was working under President Trump. He won't do that. He could stop abusing and misusing parole, which is supposed to be individual adjudications, not entire classifications. That's accounted for millions of people coming across illegally, dispersed into the interior of the United States. We have no idea where they are, who they are. Maybe they have a court date 7-8 years from now. He could do that, but he won't, because Joe Biden and the Democrats are full-blown open borders now. This is what they believe. It's in their DNA. They're not going to change that because of some language change in some sort of compromise bill. Secondly, we've been left in the dark, like I mentioned. The language is supposed to be so complex, we have to wait till we actually see it, which I appreciate that. But don't spur this on last minute.
No.
Right. And Laura, I think to your point earlier.
This is what they always do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that here, I'm just going to say the truth of this is, for many right now in the Senate and in Congress, this is just an attempt to unlock the Ukraine money, right? To have something that people can say there's enough here to unlock the Ukraine money, which is wildly unpopular among Republicans. It's losing support even in the Republican conference in the United States Senate. And so let's just call it for what it is, a way to get to unlock the Ukraine money. And I think a lot of people are now calling BS on this. But look, Joe Biden could close the border now. That's the truth. He won't do it. So whatever this language change is, he's proven he's not interested in. It's not going to change the reality on the ground.
Yeah, Senator, it's irrelevant. I'm sorry, but the details of this so-called negotiated bill, which I submit was written months ago, the details, sadly, do not matter because there is zero good faith on the part of Democrats on the border. If they wanted to enforce the border, if Trump was an existential threat and they wanted to take an issue away from him, they would enforce the border. They don't give a rip because open borders is their policy, period, end of story. And any Republican trying to tell the American people anything different should be defeated and primaried. And I'm going to personally make sure that I work toward that.
Yeah, and the truth is, look, under existing law, we had a secure border under President Trump. That's what you need to know. And if we don't pass anything here, guess what we're going to have under President Trump? A secure border. So this is all, again, to your point, a very elaborate ruse to talk about these language changes to ultimately unlock the $60+ billion for Ukraine. They're already talking about another $100 billion after that for an endless war and a blank check. Yeah. I think people have had enough of this.
That the American people do not approve of. Look at all the polling. They don't want this. They wish Ukraine good luck, but this is not what the American people are clamoring for. Our border first, and then we'll look at helping other countries' borders. Senator, you've been terrific on this. Hold firm. Thank you.